welcome to the Phoenix Underground. We're at Tempe, Arizona with Brintha Gardner, who's an independent model who was born in India. We're going to ask her a few questions and figure out exactly how she excelled in the world of modeling like she did. So Brintha, give us a little insight. How did you get into modeling first?
Well, I actually started in pageantry, and from there I proceeded to go into modeling. And that was about 5 years ago, and it's just been a really great adventure.
Okay, awesome. So you've been in modeling for about 5 years then?
I have, yes. I've kind of dabbled in commercial print and runway modeling.
Okay. Any family out here?
I have a family in California, so out here in Arizona or United States?
In Arizona.
In Arizona, I have my husband's family lives here, yes. Most of them, at least. And yeah, no, that's kind of why we're here actually in Arizona, because we have a lot of family here.
Okay, awesome. So, is your family supportive on both sides?
Yes, actually. I'm actually raised more conservatively, and so modeling and acting is not like a primary occupation for us back in India with my family, but they still are very supportive of what I do, and my family here in Arizona, they've been really great too as far as being supportive.
Okay, awesome. You mentioned that you had family in California and India, correct?
Yes, I have a brother in Northern California, and I have a brother in India.
Okay. Any siblings that are into modeling also, or just you?
Just me. I have two brothers, and they're amazing at what they do. And one's a software engineer, and another heads a telecom company.
Cool. So give us a little bit of insight how the transition from pageantry to modeling was.
Oh, sure, yeah. Well, like I said, about 5 years ago, 2009, I won a national crown, and I got called to do a modeling job, and it was a great runway show, and I just pursued it. I liked it a lot, and there's a lot of great designers, photographers here in Arizona and all over the country that I've gotten to work with, and I just kept pursuing it, and I've been able to do it independently and I like it.
That's very cool. So you said that you've worked with designers. Do you dabble in that of any sort, or photography?
Myself?
Yes.
No. When I was much younger, I would draw jewelry designs, but that's as far as that went. Not really fashion designing. I leave that to the experts, and I take great pleasure in wearing their beautiful art.
Okay, perfect. So Brintha, give us a little bit of contact information so anyone can get a hold of you.
Sure, yes. So I have a fan page on Facebook, and it is facebook.com/Brintha Gardner altogether, and it's BRINTHAGARDNER. Message me on that, and that's one way. And you can learn more about me on the mrsglobe.com pageant, where I have my delegate page. So that would be the best way to reach me, and I'd be happy to help anyone who has an inquiry about modeling, acting, or pageantry.
So Brintha, give us a couple shout-outs that you would like to mention at this time.
Sure. So I'd like to give a shout-out first and foremost to my husband, Brent Gardner, and of course my 1-year-old angel, Jaya Evelyn Gardner, and my mom and dad-in-law, Mike and Sandy, and my family back home in India and in Cali, the Duponians. And like I said, I'm just a person who loves everyone, and I wish everyone really well in life, and I think everyone does have a special unique purpose on the planet, and anything that I can do, like I said, my contact information is there. If I can help anyone, I'm very happy to.
Very cool. Well, Arizona, you heard it here first, and have a special insight to the world of modeling. Stay tuned for Anomaly right after this break.
What's up, Phoenix? I'm your host, Christopher Cummings. Nick's out sick tonight. I'm down here at the Anomaly studio with Joe and Tommy. We're going to go into the little insane world of Anomaly and kind of see what's up. So guys, when exactly did you start the band Anomaly?
Well, we initially got together about 5 years ago, maybe a little bit longer. It took us a couple years to figure out who we were as a band, what type of music we wanted to play, what type of music we wanted to write. But a couple years later, it all came together. So for the past like 2 years, I mean, it's been gangbusters with Anomaly, you know, songwriting and the progression of music.
Yeah, and I just ended up falling into it. Like I said, I was in Colorado before I moved here, and I was planning to move to Alaska or Peru, just get away from everything. And Joe gives me a call, hey, come down here and join the band. And I just threw everything in my car, drove down, showed up, pulled up into the studio, grabbed my guitar, and started writing that day.
What kind of sound would you guys classify yourselves as with your band? More of like rock, metal? I mean, what would you say?
Well, obviously we're a metal band, use heavy guitars and, you know, screaming vocals and what have you, but we try to create a mood with all our songs. You know, reference bands like Porcupine Tree, Carnival, even like Deftones. You know, the kind of that type of music, and of course everybody says Tool because everybody wants to write music like Tool. But I think we're kind of our own, really. Own style. Not too many bands I know of that sound like us.
Definitely. I'd like to be playing bluegrass, but this is what I write. So I just, whatever comes out, comes out.
Now, where all have you guys been playing at? I know you guys don't just play here in Phoenix. You guys go out nationally, internationally. Like, I mean, where all have you guys hit at?
Well, internationally would be the bomb. We went on the road last year for a few weeks and went through the Midwest and played a bunch of shows. And we're planning on getting out and doing the same thing this summer. You know, late spring, early summer, and maybe hit somewhere else. You know, head down south maybe and introduce them to Anomaly.
What's been some of the best clubs that you've played at? You had mentioned earlier Joe's Grotto. You think is one of the best. What would be one of the worst shows or worst clubs that you've ever played at in your careers?
We played at this little place in Denver that wanted bands to play there, but we show up and it's pretty much a karaoke bar. And luckily we had brought in our own subs, our own power amps and everything because it was not good. We were loud and we performed amazing, but yeah, the place was, unless you're singing, you know, Elton John tunes or something, you know, then it'd be good, but for us, it was not a good place for us to be playing.
It was dark, you couldn't tell what was going on. They had these little tiny speakers, you couldn't hear yourself. It was really bad, a karaoke bar, a little tiny karaoke bar.
So now, where are you guys originally from? Are you guys originally from Phoenix, or you hail from elsewhere?
I'm from Iowa, and so is Thomas here. First cousins. We did the whole music thing in Iowa for years, back in the day when we were young, you know, high school, out of high school, and tried to make a name for ourselves as a band, Needle's Eye, that we had formed. And when that disbanded, we tried to make a name for ourselves, you know, as musicians.
Yep. Then we both moved away to find music, and Joe moved to California, I moved to Colorado. I did a little solo project.
So, Gino, before we start anything off, man, I gotta ask, what is up with this dead chicken between us?
It's our mascot chicken. Goes on tour with us. Doesn't do anything but bother other people. Very loud, as you can tell. Very loud. Obnoxious.
Now, what's your part in the band? What instrument do you play?
I play the guitar.
Guitar?
Yes.
How do you feel about that? You like playing guitar?
Love the guitar. Love the expressions you can do with the guitar. Different sounds.
Now, what kind of training have you had? Are you self-taught? Did you get any kind of schooling to do it, or?
I started back in about around 7th grade. All through grade school and high school, I took guitar. I have some classical training at the college level. What else? Also did some recording engineering at the recording workshop in Ohio. So that's about my extent for music. I did some live sound also with some bands out in El Paso after school and stuff like that. But
Who would you consider to be your main influences for wanting to pick up a guitar?
Oh, back when I was young, it would probably be like Satriani and Malmsteen and Lynch and all of those virtuoso guitar players. But nowadays, it's I love the rhythm sounds of different styles like Mudvayne or Porcupine Tree, Deftones. Even the music now that's coming out, like UK, there's Monuments and Tesseract. Crazy.
So when you're out playing these shows, have you? What's like the best places you've played? Worst places, like scenario-wise or like club-wise?
Well, I mean, the best place we played for sure is we played the Marquee Theater, and that was an excellent show. We had a great turnout. We love our fans. You guys, they definitely come out and support, and they put on a good show for us so that we can put on a good show for them. And Thomas already brought it up in the interview that he did for his part, but there was a club in Colorado that we played that was really small and kind of an awkward stage. They really only had a very, very small PA, kind of for more like karaoke, and it was just it was a really rough show. But hey, sometimes you're gonna have some rough shows, and if you're pro, then you just play through it and put on a show like you're playing in an arena, just like you would anywhere else. So.
Now, speaking of that, trucking on if something happens like that. You ever broken a stick in mid-performance?
No, well, yeah, I've broken a stick in mid-performance, but even worse than that. We practice a lot, so we know kind of what to do if we have a little fumble or something. But during the Marquee Theater show, I actually went into a completely different part from what I was supposed to be going into. I actually skipped over the verse and went right into the chorus. And yeah, but we recovered pretty nicely, and only the people that really knew us very well, kind of were, saying, "Oh, we noticed," but not even a lot of them really even noticed. So, like I said, we practice a lot, so we can pull off little fumbles if it happens, but we really don't do that very often.
We'll be back with more Anomaly right after this quick break.
It's you me.